Insecurity, COS warns troops against indiscipline, indolence. Arrest of Sunday Igboho expose sponsors agenda, Northern group tells federal government. Sunday Igboho's lawyer explains why Yoruba nation agitator cannot be extradited. And INT'L Kabir, Buhari gives 2 cows, 20 bags of rice, 1 million naira to NYSC members. Policemen boo Governor Matawale after bandits murder of 13 colleagues. Nnamdi Kanu treats Sunday Igboho with respect. Ex-INEC chief warns federal government. Only 2.5% of Nigeria agricultural land cultivated. Presidency. Boko Haram. Nigerian government told to declare amnesty for Sunday Igboho. Nnamdi Kanu. Also, Buhari must go. Can break silence on alleged arrest of activists in Dunamis Church. Lagos government shot 16 companies over tax evasion. INEC gradually fading away, its independence on the altar of party sentiments. Kalu. Those are some headlines from the Daily Post newspaper.
Let's go to Premium Times. Why Sunday Igboho cannot be extradited to Nigeria. Lawyer. Sunday Igboho yet to be released. Still held in Benin. Associate. How Sunday Igboho was arrested in Benin Republic. That you can also find from Premium Times. Eid Kabir, 10 die in Kwara Road accident. Prominent Yoruba leader confirms Sunday Igboho's arrest, says efforts ongoing to stop extradition. Israeli spy tech used against daughter of man who inspired Hotel Rwanda. I feel very strongly about NYSC. Buhari. Autopsy report of woman killed during protest counters police account. That should be still now. Let's go see another newspaper.
From the Punch, Chess improves mental health amid COVID-19 crisis. That's a statement from the United Nations. NCC facilitated e-transmission in 2019. Officials deserve prosecution. Reps. Igboho's extradition. Buratai pushes move. Activists team meets Benin's officials. Fights process. Onoche's clearance will pollute elections. So Zehome. Ooni asks panel to assess Southwest development. Igboho's arrest. We are not in a hurry to transmit PIB to Buhari, says National Assembly. Why expand sex? Others must return mismanaged 1 trillion naira. Senate. Also, OPEC agreement. Nigeria to raise oil production. Prayers against insecurity dominate Salah as Nigerians celebrate Kabir. NPC bill, overkill, things are hard. Federal government should face reality. Masscom experts are sure. Those are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper.
And from The Guardian, uncertainty trails Igboho's arrest in Cotonou 20 days after DSS raid. Another one here, Union Northern Governors bicker over planned sale of Kaduna Textile. I can see the decrepit infrastructure there. Licensed ISPs connect 338,000 subscribers as 155,000 become inactive. Still from The Guardian, intrigues, suspense as APC plans national convention. Oyetola Hamzat orders urge peace coexistence at Salah. Peaceful Salah as governors orders felicitate Muslims. U.S. urged to impose visa ban on anti-poll electronic collation senators. I'll take that again. U.S. urged to impose visa ban on anti-poll electronic collation senators. Ekiti reps member tasks NCC on spread of network across Nigeria. Amojua joins Halifax board as first African member. NBMA assures Nigerians on safety of genetically modified products. Another one, still from politics, power shift will determine the fate of APC in 2023, says Yari. Only progressive-minded Igbo can contest 2023 presidency. What do we have from the sports side? CAS rejects Ogumike Williams' bid to represent Nigeria in Tokyo. And from the business side, SME wants government support effective policies to grow.
From Vanguard newspaper, Zamfara, bandits unconditionally release 100 persons after 42 days. Suspend Russian vaccine approval. Expert says no country is safe until all are COVID-19 free. Poverty and widening inequality in Nigeria. Salah Buhari donates 1 million naira cows. Rise to NYSC members in Daura. Nigeria, recession with a glimmer of hope. The challenge of a southern presidency. That's a write-up from the Vanguard. Tolerance, consistent prayers, path to tackling Nigeria's security challenges, Governor Bagudu. Fulani, victims of bandits too, Mieti Allah. National Assembly denies telecoms a space on election matters. That's from Vanguard.
From Oyo Insight, Adelabu assists the needy, distributes rams, rice, cash. Salah Folarin greets Muslims, urges them to adhere to COVID-19 guidelines. Eid Kabir, pray for peace, stability. NIPO's boss Adosi asks Nigerians. Sunday Igboho's kinsmen advise federal government ask Makinde Southwest governors to protect him. And that'll be all from Oyo Insight. We go on a short break. When we return, we go to the analysis.
8 times 500 naira, 4,000 naira. 8 times 5,000. Hi!
I beg. Where on they see this money?
Money care. Now the ogbonge bonus we had the summer me as I buy new SIM card. See, then they give me double data subscription plus 8 times a woof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, what's up for me now?
You know say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited AirTel shop, ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy.
AirTel, the smartphone network.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 081 68 73 7222.
ẹ jẹ́ n sọ fún yín pa Zainabu bọ́ba ti jí láàárọ̀ yóò kọ́ jẹun tó dáa yóò wá gbé pabambarì lé lórí Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 ara ti mókùnù ọpọlọ ti jí pépé iṣẹ́ yá.
lẹ́ òjò.
káàárọ̀ Zainab ìdí nù ti fi máa pegedé lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
jọ̀ọ́ bá náwó mọ̀wé hùn.
àti pàápàá ń bi eré Didion syrup of hemoglobin ní èròjà vitamin B12 nínú tí yóò mú kọ́pọlọ àtàrà rẹ̀ ó jí pépé ní ìgbáradì fún àṣeyọrí tí ọ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ ń gbà gbogbo. mu ṣíbí méjì Didion péré lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú ṣíbí lásán tàbí kọ́ púpọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun mímu ẹlẹ́rìndòdò tó o bá fẹ́ràn. ọ̀yá gbéra ńlẹ̀ bí akọni pẹ̀lú Didion.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take Didion's.
Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12 agbára tí ń roni lágbára ẹ kàwé pélébé inú rẹ̀.
Oil for a healthy family.
Babe, I can't believe I won't see you again till next week. I've really missed you.
Nah, I miss you more.
That's impossible because I miss you more.
Me, I miss you like Ilode.
Oh my. Wow, babe, we've been talking for like forever. Oh yeah. Time to hang up.
No, you hang up.
Okay. Let's hang up on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up.
Neither did you, Joe.
That's because I don't want to stop hearing your voice.
Aw, babe.
Your pillow talk doesn't have to end when you talk all day long for just 11 co per second to all networks. Dial star 311 hash to get talking right away.
Glow Unlimited.
This is mastery. It exists in the little things. Better said, it exists in the dual things. The things you now do effortlessly. Like that fashion shoot, building that site, creating that dress, writing that TV script, making that dish, braiding that hair, painting that canvas or face, owning your skills. If you can master any of these and more, then you can master Forex. Master the art of Forex trading. with OctaFX. Visit octafx.com/mastery and start your journey to mastery.
FM
94.9.
FM 94.9, 17 minutes past 6 from our studio. It's the Break It Down newspaper review reaching you live. We are located on the 4th floor, Cocoa House, Dugbe, Ibadan. 32 FM, the station that is filling the world with laughter.
We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. 32FM 949 Ibadan. 32FM 949 Ibadan. Like our page, subscribe and share from our page to others. My name is DELE ADEYANJU once again.
All right, we have some early callers here on Facebook. Lawal Adiola Aziz, thank you. Salahu Olua Sukami, thank you. And Zambit Hayomide, thank you. Kidron Babatunde, we'll come to your messages later, but let's engage with Austin Udumo. He's here. Good morning to you, Austin Udumo.
Good morning, Tayo.
Baraka de
Good morning, Austin.
Thank you. And DELE, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
All right, so where we have to start is just the update on Sunday Igboho.
Yes, Sunday Igboho reports has it yesterday before the breaking of the day that he was arrested in the capital of Benin Republic. Yes, there have been a lot of reaction as far as that arrest was concerned. The latest of them is the lawyer. There was another news towards the end of the day yesterday that probably has been released and is on its way to Germany. Then his lawyer came out at some point to also make clarifications that he's still in custody, that effort is also ongoing to ensure his release and is not extradited to Nigeria. They are relying basically and also majorly on the 1984 treaty that Benin Republic, Nigeria and some other West African countries, they are signatory, that once there is a case of political fugitive, for example, and the likelihood of not getting a fair and adequate trial in the host country, that a country that succeeded in apprehending such a fellow might not, based on that, extradite the person to the country. So in the case of Sunday Igboho, it could be described as a political fugitive based on the current happenings in the country. So if at the end of the day the lawyer is able to substantially prove that and push for it, that could also be his lot. But don't also forget, I have my reservation as far as that is concerned, whether Benin Republic will be able by fiat to cut the bluff of Nigeria. That's another thing, because economically Benin Republic is dependent on the country called Nigeria, despite the fact that we have our own economic challenges. So that is just the legal angle as far as Sunday Igboho's case is concerned. He must be treated with utmost sanity and civility. He should not be treated like a common criminal. We have criminals in the country. We know them. We know what they do. Even the Alpha jets, a brand new Alpha jet that was shot down by some group of terrorists that is being called bandits. The president yesterday at the celebration just commended the NAF pilots who managed to survive that particular incident. No frantic statements were made whatsoever
against the action
in addressing some of this situation. The point I see in all of this is that the federal government, especially this current federal government, want to achieve peace without justice, and it cannot work. Let us go back to the drawing board. What are the root causes of this various agitation? Agitation shows that something is wrong. It's just like when you have headache. Headache itself is not a sickness. It's just a symptom that something majorly is wrong with the body.
Are you suggesting that the federal government should invite people from IPOB, from the Arewa, these bandits, call the Southwest agitators, call everybody to a round table and discuss on the way forward?
Are you equating IPOB to bandits?
Of course, you can't do that. But in the description of the federal government, that is what they have done. That is why we are where we are in terms of insecurity in the country. There is right to self-determination. The United Nations Human and People's Rights. Even the president, Falana, just came out, I think about a week ago, that the president had to beg him in 2003 to fight for his right for self-determination. Now, such rights, the president is taking gradually away from the people. You understand? You can't equate those that are killing people on a daily basis, including security operative, detaining people, collecting ransom for them. Sometimes government even pay this ransom, go into negotiation with them. See, bullet alone cannot solve this problem. Let the government look for the best way to resolve this crisis.
Austin,
and if that is to also look at the option of reaching out to these individuals or group of people, I think it's in order. After all, some people have told us in the country that we must negotiate at all costs and grant amnesty to terrorists.
You are suggesting solutions to self-determination, but you are yet to talk about solutions to banditry.
See, solution to banditry, the government knows. The solution to banditry, terrorism, is to deploy full military option. They know. You can't classify some people as bandit, people who has the capacity in terms of equipment and manpower.
You say they are faceless?
To bring down an Alpha jet, and you think they are faceless? Some people classify them as faceless group, independent crime, here and there, couple of violence, they merely kidnap for ransom. That is the narration we were meant to believe from the northern part of the country. Could it be a business in the northern part of the country to destabilize purposely the country?
Let me take you back a little to the extradition treaty of 1984. Can it be set aside? And I mean, in this case, can the Nigerian government ask that the treaty be set aside so they can have Sunday go back to the country?
Yes, majorly that is what the Nigerian government will push for. And because the treaty is still binding and Nigeria is signatory to that, it will be very difficult. But it depends on how the extradition order is prosecuted in Benin Republic. That is what will determine. I said it earlier that I have my reservation whether the government of Benin Republic, as it currently stands, could muster the courage to be able to look Nigeria in the face and say, no, we are going to abide by this agreement that we all signed into.
What if they look at it vis-a-vis the economic benefits accruable from, such a deal?
That is what that is my thinking, that the Benin Republic government may not want to sacrifice their economic benefit as far as Nigeria is concerned on the altar of this. But let's see how it goes. Of course, there are attorneys in Benin Republic who are also interested in this particular case. So when the extradition order is filed, because you don't just go and extradite people, when it's filed, then we now know the argument of the Nigerian government vis-a-vis the stand and how sustainable the stand of the Benin Republic government can also be in ensuring that
is
this
Germany saying anything?
Of course, for now, nothing has been said, because from the information, the wife that was adopted or arrested with him is also a citizen of a German citizen. So let's see how that goes. The case of Unadi Kanu, a similar case of a consular assistance or consular services provision, could also apply as far as the case of the woman is concerned. But at the end of the day, let's see how it goes. And if possible, if, for example, he's been extradited back to Nigeria, I think it should just be a matter of you were arrested with him. I mean, the case of the wife, she should be freed. But we also have fear as far as that is concerned. Some of his aides and his people that were arrested in his premises during the DSS evasion, I think over 21 days down, they are still in detention. No access to their lawyers,
yesterday
no proper
they said
representation.
They were to be arraigned in court, but yesterday was public holiday.
Yesterday was public holiday.
Newsmen went to the supposed court and nothing happened there. Everywhere was closed. So why did they pick yesterday?
That was just like an exercise in futility. Does it mean that the court never envisaged the public holiday could fall on yesterday or what have you, knowing fully that court will not sit on a public holiday, especially a national public holiday? Not even a national, it's like a global. Idekabi is a global issue. So let's see how it goes. At the end of the day, a possible date will be picked, and let's see how the hearing goes. Whoever that has been arrested in one way or the other must have access to legal representation. So let the government respect human rights to be able to grant access, and at the end of the day, the lawyers will make plea and representation for them. Incarcerating people and putting people in detention just so as if we are still under a draconian military regime.
Right, in other news, the People's Democratic Party caucus in the House of Representatives has called for criminal investigation and prosecution of officials of the Nigerian Communications Commission for alleged perjury. The leader of the PDP caucus, Kingsley Chinda, in a statement yesterday alleged that the officials lied under oath while appearing before the House last Friday to explain the possibility of having results of elections transmitted electronically from across Nigeria.
Yes, what the caucus mean at the end of the day, I do not really know, but I think it's a disservice to the country for some group of people to gather themselves within and outside the National Assembly to push for a non-possibility of transmission of election result, knowing fully that that is an avenue by which politicians ring election. And we are talking about how do we migrate from this current level we are electorally to a level where we have a saner and a more credible elections in the country. But it's quite unfortunate that what happened at the National Assembly just had to happen, because it was self-serving and does not represent the interests of the country. So I do not know whether because they feel that they belong to a party, they feel that their party must continue to remain in power, or what have you. I don't know the reason behind all of that.
They said NCC lied to Nigerians on electronic transmission of votes.
Of course, from all indication, it shows that
so they should face prosecution.
Even the INEC has also come out to say that no, we have the capacity, we can do it. The network might not visibly be strong the same way across the country in terms of availability and strong coverage, but that there are areas where there's no network at all is a lie from the pit of hell. My major challenge, like I've always said, is that why not make it simultaneous? Both. We have a case in 2015, for example, at the introduction of the card reader, wherein the card reader malfunction or fails to substantially work. What do? You have an alternative. Yes. You revert to the manual way of accreditation. That should have also been done in the case of this electronic transmission or what have you. When network is not even strong enough, you can now make use of manual transmission. So that one will not be like the yardstick. It will be like a one-off thing.
But if indeed NCC lied and distorted figures, it's a serious crime.
NCC lied. The National Assembly also know that NCC lied, because from the report we also gather, pre-2019, there was a collaboration and a technical committee set up to look at that issue. And NCC at that time said they have the capacity. When you talk about 50%, for example, don't forget there are black spots in the country, areas where you find it very difficult. Even there are areas in Ibadan, once people get to their home, to make call will be relatively difficult. Yeah. But that does not mean that it can't accurately be done. But trying to wish it away, and at the end of the day, belittling INEC. Because what is it now is that INEC is no longer independent. INEC power is now being shared by the Nigerian Communications Commission and the National Assembly on one hand. So 3 agencies of government or three
and the court.
And the court has the final say at the end of the day. So what the Nigerian lawmaker have just done is that go and win election at all costs. Right. And that shouldn't be. We have smaller countries who are not even up to the size of Lagos that are doing electronic transmission. Once you are voting, your result goes directly to the server. Don't forget, server issue came up in 2019. And these people, they are trying to shy away from that. You know, when INEC said the result will be transmitted, and at the end of the day, they said they don't even have server at all, and a particular candidate added on to that, want to use the server issue to prove the case, and substantially that case was dismissed. But now we are having a repeat of that particular case, which means that the issue we are going to envisage in 2023, for example, is going to be a worse-off situation. Because if you look at the introduction of the card reader, of course it didn't work 100%. It was not 100% perfect, but card reader helped to reduce the number of litigation after the 2015 presidential election, unlike the way it used to be before. So the introduction of the card reader in 2015 symbolizes a kind of paradigm shift from our culture where election will be do or die.
Look at Anambra already. The court has said, well, you must recognize Charles Soludo, the ABGA candidate, and you must also recognize the PDP candidate. So already the intervention of the court is already from the get-go. You can notice that. And so maybe when they get into the full election and all that, then eventually also it will be the court to determine because of some technicalities and legalities that may arise or be involved at the long run. And the other one also, when you say you're wrong, you know, but let's move on. The presidency and the People's Democratic Party (PDP) exchanged words yesterday over the 2023 electoral battle, firing the first salvo. The All Progressives Congress (APC) controlled presidency told the leading opposition party to perish its thoughts of returning to power. Malangaba Shehu, senior special assistant to President Buhari on media and publicity, said it is illusionary for the PDP to nurse the ambition of retaking power.
Well, let's see how that goes. It's just a matter of time. If PDP want to retake power, they have a lot of work to do. They have to put their house in order and ensure that Nigeria will key into their plans and manifesto in 2023. As it is now, both parties have been tested and tried in the country. So it's not a case again that, oh, I'm new, come and try me. Like the type of propaganda the APC sold to us in 2015, that, oh, in 6 months, a responsible government should be able to provide electricity, a responsible government should be able to provide security. We are going to end insurgency in 6 months, and 6 years down the line, we are still battling the worst and the worst sense of insurgency in the country. Then the All Progressive Congress, I think they are over-ambitious as far as I'm concerned. They are also capitalizing on the latest political trend within the country, because if you have a situation where governors continue to cross carpet from the opposition party to the ruling party, thereby diminishing the fortune of the opposition party, it becomes extremely difficult, politically speaking.
Is it true that Uche Sekundos may likely lose his position as the chairman?
Of course, the way things are going, Uche Sekundos will lose his position. A vocal PDP governor is moving seriously against Uche Sekundos. Of course, last week there was a meeting between the duo at Benue State. The report we got is that, oh, APC is in crisis because PDP governors and the chairman have decided to come together to chart a new way forward. That was not actually what happened. Wike fire an assault against Sekundos. So Autumn decided to call the two of them to appeal to them that, oh, why should we fight dirty? So it was not strategy about 2023 election at all. The point I'm making is that I think APC is becoming too overconfident that, oh, because we are getting governors, we are not doing well in terms of delivery, the dividends of democracy. They know. That's
the opinion, right?
Not my opinion. This is the opinion of the generality of the masses. People within the APC have also come out. Rufai Anga, the pioneer chairman of the CPC, also came out.
Senator.
Yes, to express certain opinion that their party is not doing well. This is not what they envisage that will be coming out at this particular point in time. So it is not a personal opinion at all. It's a very popular opinion that APC has not done well so far. I don't know the magic they will do in the next 2 years. In terms of security, in terms of economy, they have not done well. The president told us 2 days ago that lifting 100 million out of poverty is still visible. Okay. You are supposed to tell us at every occasion that for the period under review, this is the number of people formally and informally. I mean those in the formal sector and those who are out of the formal sector. This is the number of people. By statistics, we have been able to lift out of poverty. Not telling us that 100 million within 10 years and you have spent 6 years, and what we have seen is that a lot of people have become poor as a result of loss of job, hostile economic hardship, volatility in the economy, and what have you.
But there's a tendency to also gloat anyway if you see the way, which of course we mentioned earlier, governors are cross-carpeting to the APC. But Abdulaziz Yari, the immediate past governor of Zamfara, said that power shift will determine the fate of APC come 2023.
Yes, power shift in terms of power coming to the southern part of the country. It is imminent. Some people are reasonable in the north. They know what it means for power to shift, because even Anger that I made mention of the other time also talked about this gentleman agreement. In agreement, there is what we call express and implied. Even in law, express act and implied act. Express means that you can decide to write it. Implied means that we have just agreed without paper. So those in the APC, the president himself and some critical stakeholders within the APC, not benefactors, not people who are political opportunists, not people who find themselves in power and have now become so emboldened, and they think that they want to go and bring the former president Goodluck Jonathan to come and run with them under the ticket of the APC. They know that there was actually an agreement, because without such an agreement, it wouldn't have been possible to collapse this structure.
What was the agreement? That after Buhari, it will be Tinubu?
After Buhari, first of all, it will be South. But some people were privy to that fact that they nominated Tinubu that after Buhari, because at that time, Tinubu made the greatest of the sacrifice, except want to deceive ourselves. Whether Tinubu is good, whether it's bad, that is left for people to...
At the expense and the cost of...
That is left for people to determine. But a lot of people are also saying that, look, if power must come to the south, it must go to the southeast. That is still politically expedient. It has to also be determined. It depends on how people decide to reach out
to one
another.
Do you think Tinubu is embittered at the moment?
Whichever way, if you look at it, it has always been embittered, because his Buhari administration...
Because the hunger you mentioned is embittered.
Yes,
seriously.
The Buhari administration, since he came on board, have always done everything possible, especially those around the president, to cut Tinubu to size. That happened before the second time of Mr. President. But Tinubu again was cajoled because of political and selfish interest. For example, he had to work for Mr. President again for 2019. And now they feel that they don't need the support again.
But it's been
they
too
can
quiet,
do it
if I may say, on some very key issues affecting particularly the Southwest, where he's seen as a leader.
For political interest. Political interest. That is the way I see it. For political interest. If you look at Atiku Abubakar too, Atiku is not also talking on some major national issue. You will never hear Atiku talk about banditry or terrorism. What Atiku will talk about is let the government face insecurity on a general note.
Maybe because they have some inside information.
They have ambition. That is just political ambition is the major problem. How will you keep quiet in the face of this mess that is going on in the country and you are not even talking? It shows that you are not seeing a particular
thing. If I can't see you in my time of distress, why should I recognize you when you think you have anything to offer?
That is why Nigeria must wise up. We must think twice before we go to 2023 poll. That is if 2023 meet us as a one united Nigeria. I've always told you the grasp of the federal government against Sunday Igboho was not this secession thing. It was the move against certain people at that time. I told you at that time when he said that I won't allow my people to get killed just like that again, and he decided to rise when government failed. You know, they saw him as a threat, but there was no legal ground to hold him. So they waited. This is just like a small screen. As far as I'm concerned, go and look at it all across. That is why some of these governors that are cross-carpeting, before they do anything, they will first of all align with the president position. That was what Bauchi State governor wanted to do. That was what Matawale also tried to do when he said not all bandits are criminal. I hope you understand the point. I hope you understand the point I'm making. So that is what some of these Southwest leaders like Tinubu, they are doing. They feel that if they come out to state their position categorically, not that they don't know what is good, but they feel that if they come out and situate the position the way it should be, that will pitch them against the interests of the North, especially that of Mr. President. And you know what it means.
If you cannot speak up against your conviction, if you are convinced about a matter, in fact, if you cannot speak up, for it, then you shouldn't be trusted.
How many politicians has conscience? That's the issue.
We'll go on a short
conviction for politicians.
Let's go on a break. We'll be back.
ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà mẹ́jọ jẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rin náírà ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún náírà lọ́nà mẹ́jọ jẹ́ yẹ́rọ. jọ ibo ló ti rówó. owó kẹ̀ èní orí owó ìpè tí Airtel máa ń fún mi tí n bá ti ra síìmù tuntun mọ́ ni o. wo wọ́n tó ń fún mi ní ìlọ́po mẹ́jọ dátà fún wíwà lórí àtẹ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn àti ìfà ìlọ́po mẹ́jọ owó ìpè nígbàkigbà tí n bá ti ra owó ìpè. ṣé bó o mọ̀ pé o ti lè ra síìmù tuntun báyìí ní èyíkéyìí ilé ìtajà aṣojú tí Airtel fọwọ́ sí. ìwọ ṣá ti lọ pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà NIN rẹ kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Mom, Dad, have you heard about Oduduwa Valley Youth Sports Association? If you want to participate in Oduduwa Valley Youth Boys and Girls Football League, the student must be between the age of 3 to 17 from Basic 1 to 6 and GSS 1 to SS3. Students are placed on teams according to area and availability. Games are typically on Saturday between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. depending on your schedule. During summer vacations, 2 scheduled games per week. Schools involved are ISI, Lead City, Bodija International Schools, and more. The registration fee is 12,000 Naira per student. Jerseys are included. Registration opens for 1st of June and ends last week of July. League begins first week of August and runs for 10 weeks. If you want to register for this season or you want your school to get involved, call, text, or WhatsApp 081-429-00377 or 081-149-72442. Register now. Play hard, play fair, have fun. Power oil sachet.
For a healthy family.
Ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rìndínlógún.
ọ̀rẹ́ èmi ló dé tó ń fọ́kóló rẹ.
Ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́tàdínlógún.
ọmọ dá mi lóhùn.
lẹ́yìn nǹkan tó ṣe fún mi lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá yẹn èmi náà máa ra DSTV tèmi.
ẹ ṣé torí náà ló ṣe wá ń ṣàpamọ́ owó rẹ jọ. tó o bá ti gbọ́ yálà ẹgbẹ̀rún méjìdínlógún lé ní ọgọ́rùn-ún mẹ́fà náírà o lè ra DSTV tuntun fún ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàádínlọ́gọ́rùn-ún náírà.
DSTV Biggie Goals promo ní gbogbo ohun tó fẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ orí ìdárayá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dínwó àrà ọ̀tọ̀. ní báyìí o lè ra HD decoder dish àtowó ìwòran oṣù kan ìpele DSTV compact fún ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàádínlọ́gọ́rùn-ún náírà. jẹ́ gbádùn ìkànnì ìwòran tó ju márùndínlógóje lọ pẹ̀lú eré ìdárayá bọ́ọ̀lù àfẹsẹ̀gbá tó kà màmá bíbí Naija eré oníṣe WWE ìyẹn ìjà ike àgbáyé martial arts ìyẹn eré ìdárayá tìpátìkúùkù àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ yan ọ̀pọ̀ eré ìdárayá bí o bá ṣe fẹ́ lẹ́dínwó pẹ̀lú àǹfààní Biggie Goals promo fún ìgbà díẹ̀ láǹfààní yóò fi wá o kò ní pẹ́ tán. DSTV àkókò rẹ ni.
On a cool day, what do you want to do?
Make you spice up your life.
As in, collect as they hot. And chilled Sprite to take cool body.
Give your favorite pepper meal that extra vibe with a chilled bottle of Sprite, now in a new bottle. Enjoy the refreshing lemon lime taste of Sprite no matter the heat.
FM 94.9. Let's take some comments on Facebook. Selective donations to some sects is not the way out of poverty, but rather holistically addressing insecurity to address the food shortages. That's from Okejeran Babatunde Shakil Dimeji. Thank you. We have another one here from Omotolani Mobasharu on YouTube. Good morning, Tayo, Dele and Austin. God bless you all. Please, when are we going to stop these idea of distributing rice, ramen money to the politicians and masses, for God's sake, it looks highly primitive. Okay. The lines are open now. 009 7000 949 08 0705 5000 949. Dele.
I saw a video yesterday. I was told it's happening in Ghana. A politician went and distributed bags of rice to some youth, and they were returning those rice and said, "Give us employment. We don't want bags of rice. We need jobs."
But in the case of Nigeria, that's what we celebrate. That's what we celebrate. That president donated the cow, cash, rice to NYC. People that will finish service and go back to their father's house, roaming the streets without job. That is how far we have gone.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Austin. Good morning, Tyron. Yes, I'm partially disagreeing with Austin this morning. It's not the APC that is not doing well. It's President Muhammadu Buhari that is not doing well. We have some states that the APC is doing well there. It's the only individual problem we have in this country. We need to change our attitude. We are not God-fearing at all. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Comrade Omolulu Ejidiran from Ago. Good morning, my friend Austin. In respect of the Igbo and the saga around the South case, it's quite unfortunate that this current government that have enjoyed some fundamental rights, especially my current president, President Muhammadu Buhari, who in 2011, when he lost election, was so embittered that he uttered some statement. In 2003, when he was stopped from holding rally, when Femi Fernandez stood up for him, and yet he could not just to respect the fundamental rights of Nigeria. Now I call on all stakeholders. We cannot remain silent. If you keep quiet in the name of peace, that sort of peace is not a peace again. We should allow Nigeria to enjoy our fundamental rights, just as the president also exercised his fundamental rights in 2014 November. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Prince Sikiru Giwa, good morning, guys. I wonder why the government likes shifting the goalposts in the middle of the game on the issue of electronic voting system. It's not good to dig deeply because one may fall victim in the long run. Honorable Camille Dikrola, why did he, Sunday Igboho, run away in the first place? Why are we starting war you cannot end? I'm sure federal government can't arrest a strong, powerful warlord like Igboho. He is alone, and this now, all those that are pushing him now has deserted him. If power must shift, it's southwest that will take the power. The southeasterners should go and take ticket from PDP they belong to. Really, this is from Akinkumi. Also, do you share a sentiment there?
Well, politically, he may be saying the truth. That's the bitter truth that a lot of people do not want to hear. However, it does not mean that it's entirely impossible. There could also be a kind of realignment to ensure that the Southeast gets the ticket, because predominantly Southeast have always aligned with the People's Democratic Party. But the culture is gradually changing because we see a number of politicians coming to APC in that region.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, this is Joseph. I want to ask Mr. Austin, why do you expect people now to rally around Igboho when he attacked Pastor Adeboye, he attacked Oba of Ebaland, he attacked Oni of Ife, he attacked the same Tinubu, and you are asking people now to rally around him? You people should be just in your analysis sometimes. You see, I don't understand you the way you talk. You continue to call Tinubu. Is Tinubu part of the government now? What is his own problem there? This is a person you people doesn't want to hear about. And you are now calling him to come and intervene. Do you want to kill this man?
Austin, do you want to kill Tinubu?
Of course, we can't kill Tinubu. We didn't create Tinubu. Nobody can kill anybody. We are always saying that he's like a political figure, a rallying point politically in the Southwest, and he has kept quiet on issues that border on Southwest. We are not even talking about Sunday Igboho issue alone. We have some other sundry issue. We said it on the platform that the honorable thing to have been done at the time the DSS declared Sunday Igboho wanted should have been to the fire chase and EFCC line. Fayose had to make the verse to go to EFCC and say, EFCC, here I come. An agency that almost declared him wanted as executive governor. We asked him to turn himself in. He didn't do that, of course, maybe based on advice of people. So nobody is castigating Tinubu, whether we like it or not. Tinubu is a rallying force politically in the Southwest, and Tinubu ensure that President Muhammadu Buhari emerges at that time. That is why we are saying that you are the one that brought this especially to the Southwest, because without the alignment of the Southwest, President Muhammadu Buhari couldn't have become president in 2015. He has been trying since 2003.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Alaji Salam from Coca-Cola. Hello?
Hello, we can hear you, Alaji.
Let's have your headline.
Yeah, you see, to me, whatever this government try to, whatever they try to do, to suppress the voices of the people cannot work. And it has never worked anywhere in the whole world. Well, by the time the masses are ready to fight any government in any nation, the masses will always win. It's only that we are not ready to fight. The masses are not ready to fight. So that's why we think this government think he has all that it takes to suppress our voice. By the time everybody, every time, including the Northerners, majority of the Northerners, believe that we are all suffering, and we have to change this government by virtue of our power of vote. We do that.
All right, thank you.
Alaji, why are we discussing where the president comes from? You media are the problem of this country. When the U.S. media are talking about $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill, ours are talking about tribalism, library TV. I think you should talk to the politicians, right?
We can't also overrule our own peculiarity. We are not in U.S. We can't get $3 trillion infrastructure.
Some guys are going to the space.
Yes.
We are still looking for grazing routes.
Rwanda is building internet connectivity that will empower enhances learning in their country. We are talking of reclaiming. Rwanda. Yes, Rwanda reclaiming grazing route. Rwanda that is not even up to the size of Lagos. Where the president comes from matters in Nigeria.
Austin,
let us not shy away from the truth.
We'll take more calls after this. Please stay tuned.
32 FM.
Titan Farms, Titan Rice, Nigeria. Homemade rice with good price. I don't want correct rice. Titan, when you get stone at all. Titan rice, better rice. Titan, make you go buy your own. No. Titan rice. Oh yes, Titan Rice is a non-mushy, non-sticky, and no-stone Nigerian-made rice. Titan Rice is available for nationwide distribution. For inquiry, please call 0906-007-9714 or visit our website via www.titanfarms.org. You can also earn a fortune by investing with Titan Farms today and earn great returns on your investment. Incredible, isn't it? What are you waiting for? Visit our office today at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealers Association car lot, Akala Express, off New Garage, Ibadan. Titan Rice, a product of Titan Farms. Better rice, I think you go buy your own. Titan Rice.
Hello, good afternoon. How may I help you, please?
Yes, I would like to buy data to watch plenty videos. You know now, music, sports, in short, everything on YouTube.
What is your budget, sir?
As low as possible.
Well, how does 50 naira for an hour sound?
50 naira for 1 hour? Ha! Talk true!
Yes! Yes, with Glow YouTube plan, you can stream all your favorite YouTube videos for as low as 50 naira.
Hey, what do I do?
Simply dial *777# to get started.
Get the super affordable YouTube time-based plans from Glow and start feasting on your favorite YouTube videos for as low as 50 naira for 1 hour during the day and 50 naira for 5 hours at night. Dial *777#, select data, select social bundle, and select YouTube to choose the Glow YouTube plan that's just right for you.
Glow Unlimited.
Our oil sachet, 70 naira, only 70 naira. I said our oil sachet now, 70 naira, only 70 naira. Opunge cooking oil now, 70 naira. For a healthy family, 70 naira. Opunge cooking oil now, 70 naira. Our oil sachet now, 70 naira.
Power oil for a healthy family.
Ǹjẹ́ o fẹ́ nǹkan tó bá ẹ lára mu? Obìnrin tàbọ́kùnrin, iṣẹ́ tí yóò gbé ẹ̀bùn rẹ jáde, ilé tí ó bá ipò rẹ mu. Ó dáa, ibùsùn tó bá ara, ọjọ́ orí, ìgbé ayé àtàpò rẹ mu ńkọ́? Lọ sí www.muka.com/buyrite tàbí èyíkéyìí ibi ìtajà Muka láti wá Muka tó bá ẹ lára mu. Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ onímọ̀ ìlera fún ìtẹ̀lú. Muka máa ń fara látìlẹ́yìn tó nílò láti jí pépé ní ìgbáradì fún iṣẹ́ òòjọ́. Muka, ó máyé rọrùn.
Different days, different roads. All na to hammer. Keep going and spice up your hustle.
Introducing the new Gala Spicy. It's big, meaty, tasty with that special Niger spicy flavor. Try it today. Available for 100 naira only. Gala Spicy. Spice up your hustle.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni. Ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneto cleanser ni.
Já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneto cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneto cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeokun Street, Aláàfin Avenue, Olúyọ̀lé Estate, Ring Road, Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
32 FM
94.9.
Destination time is 7. We can take one or two calls before we leave the studio. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Hello.
God bless you. This is Saturday here in Ola from Ibadan.
All right, 30 seconds.
See, Alhaji Absalam taught me to speak this morning. The belief that nobody can fight government is a lie. You see, it is the government that's supposed to fear the people, not the people that are supposed to fear the government if they are on their right step.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeshi Yamola from US.
Right.
Quickly, I want everybody to know that Sunday is not the secession issue. If it was those that attended the secession in Lagos, why didn't they arrest them? It stand against the killers, and some people they are not happy about it. Then I want Yorubas now or Yoruba leaders to do two things. And empower people in this place to be defending our people in villages. That's number one. So that they know that without Sunday, we can do a lot.
Yes, there's a difference between the normal way and what the situation is. It is not just enough to call and say, oh, this is what it should be. We know that Nigeria is not where it should be and things are not run the way it is. So that is why we find ourselves in this mess. On Sunday, let the federal government tread with caution, because there are still a lot of Sunday Igbohos and we still have a lot of Nnamdi Kanu. When one is down, another will rise. God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria. Kiyale Bamidele on YouTube. If really Tinubu wants Yoruba support, I think this is high time he should rise up and save Igbo. I hope by doing this he will gain more people that hate him back to himself. We got that. Thank you. It's time for us to leave the studio. Up next is Smart Case Show with Auntie Yellow. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Good morning and still enjoy your holidays.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you. Thank you, Austin, for coming.
32 FM, the Pioneer Joy Station.